Next stop in my RV is somewhere that's been on my bucket list for so long, and I am so incredibly excited to explore it. But before I can do that, I've got to get my RV and my cats settled into our campsite for the weekend. We ended up finding a spot on Hip Camp that's not far off the main highway and just 40 minutes from Devil's Tower National Monument, making it the perfect base camp for exploring the area. Rising 867 feet from the rolling hills of northeastern Wyoming, Devil's Tower is a geological marvel. But long before it became a national monument, it has always been a sacred space to the indigenous nations of the region. Many refer to it as Bear Lodge. Ceremonies are still held here, and you will find many prayer cloths tied to the trees throughout the monument, so please be respectful when visiting this area. So right now we're at the Devil's Tower National Monument in Wyoming. It's the first national monument that the United States ever made, and it's so pretty. I've wanted to come here for so long, so I'm really excited. On September 24th, 1906, Theodore Roosevelt invoked the newly signed Antiquities Act to protect this site, making Devil's Tower the first national monument in American history. So we're starting off doing the Tower Loop Trail in the park. It's 1.7 miles round trip, and it's paved the whole time, and it kind of just goes around the whole tower. Formed over 50 million years ago, likely from the core of a buried volcano, erosion eventually stripped away the softer rock, leaving behind the towering basalt columns that we see today. So we're doing our second trail of the day, and it's the Joyner Ridge Trail. It's kind of more on the outskirts of the park, and there's only one other car in the parking lot, so that's really nice, so it's not busy, and the views look like this. And don't forget, on your way out of the park, be sure to pull off and check out the prairie dogs, but please don't feed or disturb them. So one thing about me is I can't say no to a tourist trap, and I saw this trading post just outside of Devil's Tower, so I had to go in. So this was literally the only thing I bought from there, but I'm excited to try it. Okay, honestly, don't hate me for this, but this just tasted like any other root beer to me. It was good though. And as I do pretty much every day, I'm ending the day with Nico while he watches the birds. So I'm actually back in Devil's Tower National Monument right now. We didn't get to hike all the trails yesterday, so today we're hiking the Red Bed Trail. This trail is definitely another one in the park that people don't do, because like the visitor center parking is super busy, but we haven't seen a single other person on this trail. So if you're like me, you're pretty much obsessed with prairie dogs, and on part of this trail you can just hear them constantly yapping and barking the whole time, and it's literally the cutest thing in the world. So I've definitely reached the part of the trail where the Red Beds Trail gets its name. So it's another crazy windy day in Wyoming right now, which seems to be the norm out here. And unfortunately, the site we're in right now is booked up tonight, so we can't stay here again. So we're gonna have to move to a new area. So let's get ready to drive. So normally I wouldn't ever tow in windy conditions like this, but luckily I was able to book a spot just a few spots down, so the drive today is about 200 feet, and I think I can manage that. The cats, however, are a little confused as to why they're in the same crate today, since they usually have their own, but it was such a short drive I didn't think they'd mind. And since we finally woke up to a wind-free day, it's time to head to South Dakota. But if you like this video, I would love it if you'd like and subscribe to this channel. It seriously helps me so much, especially as a new YouTuber who really doesn't know what they're doing yet, but I'm having fun with it.